What's up, fellow movie buffs and film connoisseurs? It's Cinema Shogun here, and there is a new rumor going around that is being spread by some very trusted sources that Amber Heard has been removed from Aquaman 2. Now, this probably doesn't come as a surprise to most people, considering that a petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 has literally broken world records. And it is one of, if not the most signed petition in the history of humanity. That is right. A petition to remove some crazy woman who poops in people's bed from a movie about mermaids is the highest signed petition of all time. At least that's what some records will indicate. Well, I'm not so sure that I'm buying this rumor. It's being reported by a lot of big news outlets now, and it's gaining steam. But I don't trust that Hollywood will go through with this. Because I feel like if Hollywood goes through with this, that's them admitting that they were wrong. Just a tad bit. It might not seem like a big deal to some, but it is a crack in the armor of these weird-ass Hollywood elites that push all of these crazy woke narratives. If they get rid of her in this film, that's them in, for lack of better words, accepting defeat. And I don't think that they're ready to do that yet. Now, from what sources have told me, there's an internal battle to remove Amber Heard. And that the big wigs at WB, they're the ones that are almost adamant in her staying. But let's just take a look at this rumor to get a better idea of what's going on here. Amber Heard is reportedly being cut from Aquaman 2 and will have her role recast. This comes just hours after the actress landed herself at the center of yet another scandal by repeating her allegations against Johnny Depp despite being found guilty of defamation. So what I don't think people understand here is Amber was in court with Johnny because of comments that she made about Johnny in the past and an article that she wrote about Johnny. So what do you think is going to happen when she goes on this sympathy tour and repeats all of those same lies, proven lies, about Johnny? Is that not defamation all over again? This is going to be a revolving door with Amber. Now, this movie is already completed filming. They've already done reshoots, but from what's being rumored, she's going to be recast, and then they're going to have to do reshoots with Nicole Kidman and Jason Momoa. Now, it says here that Warner Bros. Decided to recast Amber's role after screen testing the movie. And basically, these screen tests came back with people being pissed off that she was even in the movie still. There was one screening where she has a very reduced amount of screen time. I think it's like below 10 minutes. Another screening had her clocked in at over 20 minutes of screen time. And reportedly, it didn't sit well with those audiences. However, I don't believe that's necessarily why she's getting removed here. Because this decision, if it's true, this decision is reportedly coming today, right after this interview, in which she basically brought us all back to square one again with this whole entire situation. I am not a legal expert. I'm not a lawyer. But if Johnny sued her for what she said about him supposedly in a magazine article, then what about all of these horrible things she's saying about him in these interviews? You know what I mean? I feel like we're going to still see a big legal battle between these two. It's not over yet. And at the end of the trial, before even any of this happened, that's basically what I was trying to tell people over on my main channel. If you're not subscribed to my main channel, go over there. It's Cinema Shogun. I was trying to get the point across that this win for Johnny, he won the battle, but he has not yet won the war. Johnny lost the first battle in the UK. Johnny won this trial. He won the latest battle. But this is going to drag on for years to come, honestly. Now, serious doubts were allegedly cast over Heard's future with the DC franchise during her and Depp's marathon 6-week defamation trial. However, there were issues already because Hamada testified to the court that producers had to fabricate chemistry between her and Jason Momoa while admitting that the studio delayed announcing Heard's part in the sequel for weeks because of conversations about recasting her role. So before they even shot this movie, they wanted to recast her. Walter Hamada wanted to recast her. The director wants to recast her. I don't think Jason Momoa really likes this woman, and I think that he's kind of afraid around her, to be honest. But, like I said, the big wigs, they're the ones stepping in like, no, you can't get rid of her, because they're the ones that are going to take the loss to their reputation if they admit they were wrong about Amber. Also, they never cared if Amber was telling the truth or not. You know, the truth is neither here nor there for them. All they cared about was propping her up as this victim and using her as the face of all of these movements going forward. So that's why they've been, you know, basically having their finger or their hand in the cookie jar with this whole situation, really mixing things up a bit, when in reality, the people working on this movie, they don't want Amber as a part of it. Editorially, they were able to make that relationship work in the movie. There was a concern. It took a lot of effort to get there. So basically, through editing, that's how they made it seem like there was some chemistry between Amber and Jason Momoa. Because when they're together face to face, no chemistry whatsoever. So a lot of these scenes, they had to shoot separately anyway. And, you know, basically they had to act off of nothing because there was no chemistry between the two. So there was already all of these issues well before any of this started. So I find it funny. I find it funny because Johnny Depp was fired by the same movie studio, WB, for allegations that have been proven as false. Yet now, after a trial, mind you, these were just allegations about Johnny. A jury decided that Amber was lying. A jury decided that Amber was doing these horrible things to Johnny. And there's still this battle to keep her here. You know, if the shoe was on the other foot, we wouldn't be having this conversation as to whether she's getting removed or not. Because they would have just got rid of the person, just like that. Amber is protected, Ezra Miller is protected, because they have shielded themselves with social movements. She is shielding herself by, long ago she pulled out the, oh, I'm bi card. So she's trying to shield herself with her sexuality. And then she's trying to shield herself with this Me Too movement like she's a victim. Like she's just like all of the other women out there who have had absolutely horrible things done to them for real, when in reality she's not. And that's why every step of the way she acts like her loss and her getting proven that she was a liar, that it affects every other woman, when in reality it doesn't. Amber Heard getting proven as a liar, it does not affect you over there in Wisconsin who's getting hurt by her husband. You know what I mean? But she wants to act like it was a loss for all women, like it's a step backwards for all women because she lost. Where I would say, if it is a step backward, it's a step backward because of her. Not because she lost, but because she lied. And now maybe people going forward might not trust people as much, but I feel like most people, not all, but a lot of people, hopefully the majority of us, can sit down and come to a conclusion on an individual basis. Like you could look at a situation, look at the facts presented before you, and figure out if it's real or not. And that's what happened here. The facts were put in front of us, and we all came to the conclusion that Amber was a liar. But I want to know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. Do you plan on seeing Aquaman 2 if she's still in the movie, or will you boycott it? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. As always, find some time out of your day to go watch a movie.